It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day. The heart of Massachusetts should be freedom, justice, and liberty. Freedom led pilgrims to Plymouth Bay. Salem trials had justice too late. The sons of liberty spilled the tea, and then the redcoats spilled their blood. The shot heard around the world rang out from the Bay State. Boston strong and ready to defend. It's where revolution started and ends. It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day. Quincy Market, Freedom Trail, Charles River, Boston Harbor, Bunker Hill, Griffin Wharf, Fenway Park, North Charge. It's been such a long time since Boston led the way. It's more than a feeling. It's Mike and Tom to start the day.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You guys are crazy in the chat. It's good to see everybody. I hope everyone had a really, really good weekend. I really do. Hope everyone was safe, healthy, right? All right. So, I got a phone call the other day from a close personal friend. I made it to what? Tom made it to Wisconsin? Is that what that means? Texas? Good morning, Kim. Morning, Cindy. Wendy. John. North Dakota. No, you don't. No, it's very expensive to live here. Some of the people are very mean. Some of them allegedly kill cops. Some of them allegedly murder pregnant young women. Some of them just shoot people because they got a gun. You don't want to live here. You're better off in North Dakota with your own. I think the trial system out in North Dakota is a little different than the trial system we have in Massachusetts. Needless to say. Oh, Kathy, CPU TOM, CPU Tom at Gmail, and I'll give you the address. And you can ship them out. Yes. Colorado. This Pepper. She's got that unlocked. She got that covered up. Got Jersey all off the check. Pepper's here. So people, real quick. I'm going to open the phone lines for an hour. We have an hour here. That's all we got today. Because I have a doctor's appointment. And I'm going to have a lot of doctor's appointments. A lot. So, a lot of them are going to be in the morning, unfortunately, because it's just, they put me in front of everybody else for whatever reason. That type of stuff happens. So, we'll be here as much as we possibly can. How about that? How about that? So, let me put the phone number in. Actually, let me open that first. Can't call in if I don't open the phone lines. duh, duh, duh. And so I was saying I got a phone call, and, we started going back and forth, and we were talking about stuff. What's this? Okay. Um, trying to get rid of the stupid window here. Here we go. Hold on a second. Let me go through this. What else? What else? I'm putting the phone number up in a second, guys. I'm just going through all the settings because there's stuff I don't want to see. Um, I want to shut that off. Okay. So when you guys call me, it's going to go right to my computer. Yes. No. Yes. Thank you. I understand and agree. Okay, so we get rid of that. Do, do, do. Okay. Uh, just hold on a second, guys. Calls. It doesn't let me change the. Damn it. Okay. All right. So that's running. Let me put this up, and then I can do this, and we're good to go. How's that, everybody? Gail's here, right? Is Gail here? And Sherry's here. Morning, Sherry. Yeah, Mike's. I think Mike's Block Island or Long Island, Island something island. He's island. They're doing the island thing with his Bronco and his surfboard and his dogs. He's doing that. I don't know where is it Long Island? Is it Block Island? It's I don't know. It's in it's he's that way. Morning, donkey. That RVA could be that one of them. Something, something you can drive on the beach. So everyone needs a break, right? I mean, think about this, right? I mean, seriously, we've been doing this Karen Reed thing for how long, right? I mean, a long time. All of us have, right? Every day we do. Oh, all right. Hold on one second. Let me add this to the screen. Good morning, Kathy.
Tom, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I want to say,
The Wiggle Warts. Yes. Yes. Yeah. So if you send me an email, I can send you my address. All right, then I can respond to it real quick. And I go, yeah. So how are you over there? Really? Uh-huh. Wow. Well, I appreciate that. Wow. Yeah, you ship them. I'll find homes for my promise. Thank you so much. I just responded to your email. Check. Done. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. Okay. What did I not add her to the stream? Is that what I don't know like what did I do wrong here? Stop. If I do this. Oh, Jess is here. Good morning, Jess. And I just make this window like that. They should still be able to call in because that window's still active. And what I was doing was I was in my email, so they may have done it like sometimes if I'm in another app, it kills the sound. I'm not sure. Okay, well, Donkey, you got a second to call in, big guy? Speak of the devil.
Call from.
Donkey.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Good morning, Donkey. How are you, sir?
Good morning. Can the chat hear us?
Can we
Or at
all?
least me?
Yeah, can we all hear this? I think we may have figured it out.
Yeah?
Hold on. Chat.
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're chit-chatting, right? Yeah. All right. Hey, Donkey, how was your weekend, big guy?
It was good. I had a Harley festival.
Ooh.
Over the weekend, we took off on Friday.
How many bikes?
Brother, I can't count.
Really? Oh, I love
Let's
bikes like that.
just say,
Just
in order to travel 300 yards, it took us about 30 minutes. Once we got down to like the park area.
wow. That's a lot.
Yeah, so it was
lot of bikes in a small area. Wow, the noise.
Yeah, and there was two separate areas. You got an area dedicated for like the Harley Museum, and then you got the stores
Yep.
where you can buy merchandise. They had like a little rally going on, and then you had maybe another 10 miles away. It's called Veterans Park, and that's where all the concerts were.
Mm-hmm.
Friday night got canceled because they had a tornado warning, but Hank William Jr. was out there, and then and a couple other guests. And then Saturday, Chris Stapleton, country music guy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that crowd was unreal.
Okay.
I mean, just thousands of people.
Wow.
And it was rough on my part because I don't like being in big crowds, but it was unbelievable.
Listen, real quick. What do you think of Kelly
Yeah.
Diva and the police chief?
Well, something's going on, and you can always tell somebody. You can always tell by somebody and how they answer questions. And I could tell you that chief is not being, or the commissioner is not being straight up.
So you can see it there, right? You know something's not jiving, right? You just can see that the way he answered the question.
Well, definitely, because if it was false, why wouldn't he just say that? Like, no, I didn't do that, or no, this has nothing to do with me.
Correct.
And never once did they bring up John. That's your damn police officer.
Thank you.
Your officer.
Bingo. I was
and John wasn't brought up.
That's it. How in another Boston cop's implicated? How do you not know about this Aaron Reed thing? You're in charge, guy.
If you listen, that's what I thought too. Like, if you listen to the video compared to what's written, he knew about the Karen Reed case, but he didn't know he got brought up into it, and he didn't know that what he's saying that Deaver had anything to do with that case.
So
if you listen to the videos when they were interviewing him,
yep,
like he never denied that he didn't know about it, unless I missed it because I watched it twice. Because I kept on seeing that too, like, oh, he's saying that he doesn't know about it. Bullshit.
Right.
Because at first it was like, how the hell do you not know about it? One of your officers is dead. But I went back and I did not hear that part, but It just denial. It just sounds like a politician talking, and that's it.
You know what's
What the hell? What question? When you go and lead into a question, did you bring her up here? Did you talk to her? Did you tell her to do the right thing? Well, we I did not say that sentence together. We got 3,000 people. And what the hell does that got to do? 3,000 employees got to do anything with that question?
so
You're diverting. You're
me,
diverting,
me and Mike me and Mike brought up this whole issue with Diva long time ago, like 2 or 3 weeks ago. We were ahead of the
Roger.
curve on bringing this up, right? But get this, are you
Roger.
ready? Check this out.
Checking. Checking.
On the stand, she made reference to her statements about the first trial. Do you remember her saying that?
Yes,
She
I remember.
there was something there about her statements on the first trial, correct? You heard her say
I
that,
remember. I remember her saying when the defense came out with a timeline that her memory or what she saw did not match up, so that's why she got a false memory.
correct?
And the defense timeline originally came out from the first trial,
She she
so
she made
that was the
yeah, but
one part that I
she
did catch from that.
she made reference to her statements at the first trial being leaked or being seen by people. Remember her saying that? I'll find it right now.
Being leaked,
Search.
but she never testified first trial.
That's where I'm going with this,
Okay,
right?
because I like I said, I can't because I know she talked to the feds.
Yep.
She said
Okay.
what she said.
She said what she said to the feds. I saw Higgins and Berkey.
Roger.
Then comes the trial. They don't call her the first trial, correct, people?
No. Yeah, they didn't call it a first trial.
Where was her information that they were going to use in the first trial? Where was that information? Anybody?
That is true.
Come on, it's Monday morning. Wake up, people. Where was that information? Where was the information?
I honestly don't. There was a lot of stuff that did not come out first trial that the defense did have in hand. There was stuff that was missed.
Mm-hmm.
Even Mark Bedros said that when he was on for that month and he was going to come on the team before he got denied,
Aviega,
um,
right there. No.
he
Big.
missed they missed a phone call also that I want to say there was a phone call missed by um Kerry.
Listen,
I think it was Kerry or Jen, one of
everything,
them two. So there was a few things missed.
everything to do with Kelly Deaver is only found in the TUI.
Yeah.
How is she able to see it? How is she able to reference the TUI? She shouldn't have any access to it in any way, shape, manner, or form.
Oh, come on.
Dude,
That's the DA's office leaking that crap.
I think we need
We don't know who's we don't know who's
listen to
leaking
me.
it.
This is big. This is going to be how we'll talk about this. How can Kelly Deaver make a statement about her comments first trial when they weren't entered into evidence? How can she make that?
The first trial they got the dump from the feds, no?
TUI. The only place,
Yeah.
hold on a second. I got to answer this. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead. So if I'm correct, they got the dump, so that means her report was in there. And if her report was in there, then they got leaked out, not by the defense, but more than likely by the DA's office. Because if you really think about that, how did anybody on that side, all the antis, got any kind of information? And, the McCabe's and the Alberts were all up to date with all their information. Hot mic moment. Uh-oh. Tommy's getting the little finger in the pooper.
Oh, sorry about that.
I think everybody heard their conversation, brother.
What? It didn't mute out.
You didn't mute out.
You guys
We heard it.
You want to go with me on the doctor's appointment? I mean, that can be
I'll hold your hand.
I got
How about that?
I got bunches of whole bunch of new doctors. I told you guys. I mean, I don't even want to get into it. But listen, the only place her comments were located were in the TUI. So how can she reference even seeing it? The DA's office had to leak it to her. Say, hey, listen, girl, you in the TUI it says you saw Higgins and Berkey. You got to change that. You can't say that. Hence why she got called up. Because some of the DA's office had to get that sent to the Boston Police Commissioner to tell her.
Well, they tried doing damage control from the beginning. Yeah. You know, that's why they were so at the beginning. Morrissey was so determined to get whatever he could get from the feds through the letter, saying like, "Hey, I got a criminal case going on. If there's something as a lawyer, if there's something that I need to put out there,
you're gonna call.
You know,
you're gonna call this girl, this patrolman in." Female patrolman, you're gonna call her in your office when she's involved in a federal case, and you're not gonna. And Cox not gonna know about this. Someone's got to give Cox the heads up. Hey, listen, heads up. This chick's on. She's fire. She's nuclear. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So how can he not know that? Being the top cop, and two
people know
the officer that passed away and the officer that was being implicated's house. And he don't know nothing about it. He just 3 people.
You can
police officers are now involved in this, and no one knows nothing.
You can't go directly into it and just straight up saying I deny it, because later on down the road something can happen and you're like, oh no, you said you denied it. You know. So if you listen to his answers, he indirectly stated that none of that happened. Or I didn't put that sentence together. I didn't say those words together.
Right. You see what? But
you know,
that's how they talk around it, right? And it's just
yeah.
It's so not right. It's not fair to anybody. That's what you're paying $500,000 for, people. A good old sidestep, step around it, avoid the question. And this Kelly D would be. I'm telling you, there's no way that Cox and her didn't have a meeting. And guess what? Did she look scared to you on the stand? Anybody? Did you see her eyes? Did she not look petrified? Did she not say her job depended on?
She looked more annoyed.
Wait a minute.
She looked more annoyed than anything else.
Did she not say her job depended on it?
Oh yeah, that part. Where I was going to say when she had mentioned what she mentioned, and yeah.
Guess what? That's the classic definition of witness intimidation. Fucking Cox is the one that did the witness intimidation to this friggin' diva girl. Do you see where I'm going with that?
Oh yeah, and that's pretty. It's pretty sad.
Story.
And I mean, and the thing is, like, what's even worse about it? A few things. One thing is, back in the day, Cox got into that situation where he was beat up undercover. When he was undercover chasing perps and stuff, he was beat up by his own people. And you would think somebody would do the right thing. Him being in the position that he's at now, for him to say, hey, something happened to one of my officers. I want to know the truth and what the hell is going on. You know, thinking that, hey, do the right thing, but that didn't happen.
But that,
so, and that
even
retaliation,
even him saying that puts undue pressure upon that person who's going to testify. She was
Hmm.
bug-eyed. She was out of her mind, and her job depended on it. And he made sure to say that. That's
Yep.
witness intimidation, my friend. That's the top
Yeah.
cop intimidating one of his officers to do the right thing. He said it. He admitted to it. It's right in front of us. That guy should be in cuffs. The top cop.
Yeah, that'll never happen. And the second thing, you know, John is lost in that whole
Did
situation.
he mention John's name whatsoever? Has any of them? Did they send?
No,
Did they send
it's
any,
that. And the thing is,
any
it's
representative to the trial?
more concerned about locking up a person that didn't do it than sitting there saying, like, what truly did happen to John. What's getting pushed out there? What's getting pushed to the O'Keefe family? Are they seeing the true reports? Are there reports going to them that's doctored a little bit? Like, how do you not see this? Are people really that dumb?
Yes.
Seriously.
Yes. No.
I mean, I can't sit there and I can't
But they're not.
phantom somebody literally not seeing a report, but like it didn't happen this way.
They're not dumb in the sense that you and I think that they're dumb. They're dumb to being open when who gives them their information? Both just say Fanning. Say Fanning
Oh
is
yeah,
the
yeah.
only one that comes and gives them information. They're gonna believe him, and they're gonna all this other stuff is all just noise to them. They don't care about none of that stuff because it's just between them and Fanning. All these other people outside mean nothing to them.
When I first started following this case, my big thing was like, what the hell did John do so bad with that family, with his own family, where they're just not seeing it for what it is? They're acting like the defense went out there,
Listen,
said a bunch of lies, and then people believe them. And it's like, no, they brought evidence. They're not just
yeah,
relying on, trust me, bro, this is what happened.
John,
Like the prosecution was.
here's the difference, and here's the problem. Okay, and it's kind of none of our business, but it kind of is. And this is the problem. I've mentioned it before, and I've gotten a ration over it. I mean, you start the outrage now. John sued his mother, Peggy, for custody of those two children.
What?
She
I didn't even know that.
She fought John tooth and nail all the way through, and they had a trial, and John ended up with the kids. Now, part of ending up with the kids was controlling the life insurance from the mother and
Yeah.
the father that was coming in from them. So whoever had the kids had the money. Now, when John meets Karen, Karen says, "You're getting these two trust funds. What are you doing? What are you getting these checks for every month? What the hell?" Puts it in the shelter here, tax bracket here, 501k, school. They're all set. And the interest is what they're going to live on, which is fine. But Karen did all that and set that up.
Oh yeah, I know. I knew that. I never knew there was a lawsuit
But
there was a fight with the kids.
she did that for the kids, not for
Never knew that.
John. Wait a minute, John fought the
Wow.
kids' father's parents for custody.
Never knew that. Never ever. Like I don't
All right,
think a lot of people ever knew that.
that's the first, Gail. That's the first time I ever heard that one. Fought the kid's father.
I do see past.
I was told it was Peg. That's what I was told, and that's why I was told that they didn't get along.
Oh, so this is okay.
Yeah.
So
But listen,
I see. I told
on another note,
Mikey one time. Go ahead.
but on the note that gets lost, right? John stood up, right? Took responsibility for these two kids. He's almost 40 years old, prime of his life.
Roger.
No kids, working, has his life on lock, goes to work every, does his thing. He's all set, right? And now he's going to take on the responsibility of these two kids that have been through a traumatic experience, and he's going to take them and heal them and raise them and teach them how to be good people. He did all that. That gets lost in all of this. You know what I mean? Karen,
That never lost. That never lost. I never lost that in eyesight. I thought when the mother, his sister, John's sister, was dying,
okay,
that situation where I want you to take care of my kids. That's what I thought. Okay,
so
and then he did.
It wasn't.
He took care of the responsibility, and I did not know. And this whole myth that there was a custody battle between Peg and John. I did not know that.
Well, I know that John actually stood up and actually fought for the kids. Like, he wanted those kids, and he got them. So I don't know.
I see past the BS with Peg. I'm going to tell you that my mom is my mother. I love her. God bless her heart. But my mother is more about the money than anything else and the spotlight. Yeah. So I see past the BS, and that's the thing too. Like, what I always, like, questions in the back of my head all the time. Why? How do the Alberts and the McCabe's have that much money? Okay, or that much power, all because of money. Okay, where's the money coming from? Well, what was it about John? I just can't believe that John just went over to the house to have a talk with Higgins or whoever about text messages with Karen. And I just can't believe they was just that. Wasn't an act.
I can't believe the card did that to his body. Again.
Yeah.
From being told from who, you're gonna believe what and from who. So if Fanning's the only one going to Peg or going to John's brother saying, look, this is what happened, they're not gonna. They have no reason to not believe that. That's the problem.
Well, you got Jenny in your ear, then yeah, master manipulator.
Bingo. Backs up everything that's. It's just, it's a closed bubble. They're in their own little bubble circle that you can't get in. So
there's some things that I lost throughout this whole case too. Even before John passed away, I think he ended up going to Canton Police Department, was talking to the chief about some drug issues or whatever. And he ended up talking to one of the detectives there.
Kevin Albert, who didn't do anything. Kevin Albert was the overweight cop that sat in the back and he did the very least possible. Okay. When that phone call came in about suspected drug activity, he jumped right up and said, I'll take that call.
Yeah, so that was something that keeps on popping in my head.
Yep.
There's other issues too with Chris Albert that popped up in my head too from his past. Something that got squashed or buried in the news a long time ago that I've been looking into also.
The Chris Albert thing is strange to me. I don't even see him relevant. The only thing, he was at the bar. So wasn't the other couple. I don't
know.
After that, Chris is just a ghost. So I don't think he's relevant to this. That makes sense.
Okay, what did John do as a job?
John put bracelets on sex offenders. So it did.
Okay, his job was what? Sex offenders.
Yes.
Now there's a case that got buried a long time ago. America versus Chris Albert. Back in, I want to say, early 2000s.
Is it the same Chris Albert? Because I know there was two of them. There's two.
I don't know. I don't know. That's why I was looking into.
I know there's, so heads up. I know there are two. So
okay.
All right, but we'll look.
So that, like I said, there's a lot that plays into this on why.
Okay.
I've seen so many situations where people are talking to, one guy in the military, one guy is talking to this guy's wife because she's not getting what she wants at home or whatever. And yes, John, if there was a fight that broke out, don't believe that it was done intentionally. I believe that it was an accident, but still,
Eh,
like for it to go that far,
See,
you
again,
know, over text messages, I just can't.
there's a lot.
I can't.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
And the cop's daughter is also saying it's not the same Chris Albert. So I see. I know there are two of them. So
Yeah.
yeah, but
That's why I thought to it. I was looking into that whole. So that just kind of. That's why I was like I said. I was looking into it. They just kind of it caught me.
hmm
And then knowing what John did in his job too, you know.
yeah,
Yeah. So the whole thing on John being missed or being like not mentioned so much in this. It's in order to get to find out what happened with John, we had to clear one person out of the way, and that person is cleared out of the way. Now, what happened to John? Because I
yeah.
can tell you what, at the end of the day, you don't see Karen. You didn't see Karen Reed delete all these damn text messages. You didn't see Karen Reed acting shady.
Nope.
You know.
I can tell you what didn't happen to John. He didn't get hit by a car.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. We've seen that one already too. But in this whole mess, John is being forgotten. That way, anything get done? No. And this whole bullshit about harassment with the other family, the McCabe's and Alberts. Okay, show us then,
You know
please.
what? Listen,
I want to see what's going on.
they've gotten their share of attention. How about giving the real victims attention? Like, do your job.
Yeah. And the thing is too, like, you know, this whole harassment thing, it's like, do you guys really want that kind of attention? Are you guys truly getting harassed? Because this is a bunch of bullshit. I want to see
If we
receipts.
if we
Show me receipts.
complain about how fat Kerry Roberts is right here, right now, and how ignorant Kerry Roberts is right here, right now, and how mean and nasty that Kerry Roberts is right now. It could be Kerry Roberts from Indiana, not
Roger.
not Kerry Roberts from Canton.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of people with the same names out there.
So, yeah, yeah.
But
Again,
anyways, how was your weekend? Was your weekend good?
no,
Make it better.
yeah.
There's more to life out there. Have some fun.
Well,
You know?
living by doctor's appointments at this point, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I want to say thanks to all the mods in the chat. Them guys do one hell of a job.
they do. They do a
And
great job.
I know Sammy hits me up once in a while to say, hey, you know, Mikey's not going to be on here. You want to co-host with, you know, with Tommy and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, I can't in the middle of something. So, but, you know, everybody does one hell of a job. All your mods and stuff. And yeah.
Thanks for noticing
So,
that because that's a big,
I know.
and again, I can't do all of that. That's why they do it all. They do a lot of heavy work here. So I can't do it without my mods.
Yeah. Just keep on bringing the fun.
Gotcha.
You know, bring the fun and laughter. That's all you got to do.
I had someone else calling in now. I don't know where they went.
All right. Thank you.
All right,
God bless
brother,
you.
I'll talk to you
And I'll stay in the chat.
Thanks, brother.
All right. Bye.
Bye. That was cool. That was cool. So Diva, right? Diva makes a statement in reference to her statements. Now, the only one that got a copy of the TUI I don't know how to spell it, but I don't care. The only one that got the TUI is the prosecution and the defense. FBI made the TUI, right? Or did the ATF? Boston PD. Okay. And in that TUI, FBI made the TUI, right? And in that TUI, it involved John O'Keefe, John. Oh, you.
Call from.
ABR.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail.
Good morning, Davey. You're live.
Tommy Two Funds.
What's up, big guy?
What's going on?
How was your weekend?
Fantastic. Every day is a Saturday for me. I'm sorry in the chat, but
nice.
Every day is a Saturday.
Nice. So
yeah.
So you can see the screen, right, bud?
Yeah.
So if I show you this, right? Is it right or is it backwards? It's backwards to me. I can maybe swap it. Does it make sense though? See where I am with this?
I don't see it. I can't see it.
All right. Can anyone else on the screen see it? See what I'm holding up to the camera? It's a paper. Anyone? No?
Oh, I got it. I can see it.
All right. See, it says FBI. They made the TUI and then went to the prosecution and the defense, right?
Okay.
And then Diva made a comment about it. Cox, how can he not know about an FBI report that involves his guy, John O'Keefe, and Brian Albert? How can Cox not know about all that, about all this below him? And the only way he could is if the prosecution, I don't think Alan Jackson gave it to it, the TUI out. Either Lally or Brennan leaked the TUI to either Diva or Cox. Cox had to tell Diva, "Hey, girl, I saw the TUI and you're all over it. You're gonna have a false memory or something because you can't say that." It's.
So you want to start it?
I think we need to look into that. I think that's a problem that they need to answer.
But how about start at the beginning?
Okay. At the TUI?
I don't even know what her real name is, but Dever.
Yeah, Kelly. I think it's Kelly Dever. Kelly Dever. I think.
Let's just say Kelly. When this incident happened, just to make it for giggles, where was she working?
She was actually at dispatch at Canton Police Department.
Okay, she was getting paid by Canton.
Yes.
So why would this have anything to do with the commissioner of the Boston PD if the incident occurred at her last post?
Correct. He shouldn't care in any way.
No, it's not that he shouldn't care. It shouldn't be on him. It's the incident happened when she was employed. Even if she worked at Pizza Hut,
right?
If she worked at Pizza Hut and somebody robbed Pizza Hut, and during the trial she ends up working at Taco Bell, they're not going to call in Taco Bell and ask her questions. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. I do.
So the commissioner shouldn't even be in this.
Okay, but
it should have been the high up from Canton approaching her saying, "Okay, look, you were here during this. Say the right thing." Not the BPD commissioner. So they didn't really opened up a whole can right there by him doing that. By the BPD commissioner inserting himself where he shouldn't have is to me is very suspicious.
And her whole timeline, her excuse that she couldn't have seen it because she she wasn't working or she was working. Well, this is what happened, right? She was working 4 to midnight, right? Midnight to 8, she slept, and then 8
Yep.
8 to 4
Yeah.
is the next shift, and that's when the vehicle
Yeah.
came in. So she was working
Right.
shift 4 to midnight, and that the vehicle came in at 5 o'clock. So that whole thing that she's coming up with is also a lie. How do they let that go by? I mean, how often are rookies in the boss's office? Either it's you screwed up and you're going, or you did great. Here's a promotion or a medal. There's no other reason to ever go in the boss's office ever.
Well, look, we've all seen the shows on TV where the rookie goes in the commissioner's office.
She ain't all that. She ain't that person. Not her.
Did y'all lose me?
No, we got you. Got you, bud. You there?
Oh no, I mean we've all seen TV shows where rookies or whatever gets pulled up to the commissioner's office, and we know every single time what the line's going to be.
Yeah.
The same line he gave her. So yeah. But the funny thing for him to say that didn't happen, like, wow, like there is so much going on, and I don't even want to get into the P word, but whoever does that type of podcasting needs to get a magnifying glass on Boston PD and look into that ring, because it's serious.
So here's the problem with Boston PD. Are you ready? And here's the link. When Boston PD, there were two cops that got into a firefight with Justin Root. Okay, one of the cops the gun that he used to shoot Justin wasn't even his gun. It was his partner's gun
Yeah.
that he had
Right.
in the locker. Oops. They shoot Justin. The state police, Norfolk County District Attorney's Office, does the investigation and completely clears the police department. So there's a working relationship between the Norfolk County District Attorney's Office and the Boston Police Department. Working relationship, we'll say, in a big way. So I don't know how Cox is going to handle answering those questions, but he needs to.
Well, for Cox to say he didn't even know whatever, it's crazy that we even have to say this, but Officer John O'Keefe was a Boston police officer. Okay, let me tell you something. Commissioner Cox would have found out if a deer got hit on Brian Albert's yard. Do you understand what I'm saying?
100%.
Cops, right? So for him to say that, man, I don't even want that. That's out the door. You're lying.
Bad look.
And the thing that we're missing is like when you're looking for a treasure and you have somebody's got the map where they know the treasure is, it's so easy to find it. They have this written down, the same script. They just use the same script year after year after year after year. They're never going to get caught. It's like stealing candy. Next thing you're 20, you're stealing cars because you've never been caught. They never imagined a boy of a turtle coming in and blowing up this, because everybody's terrified of these people.
So much.
When we find out how easy the connections were,
yep,
we drove ourselves crazy. It's going to show very simply how all this happened. And that's all I'm going to say.
Well, you're so right on the money with that, because they threw the guy in jail, for Christ's sakes, just because of what he was saying, not what he was doing. He wasn't doing anything wrong. Like, what was he doing?
I didn't want to bring in my case to this shit, because I was in a case and I still am, even though I'm getting done with it. They illegally, so I never got notice of my new you go arraignment, and then you have, blah, 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 months later. Then you have a court date. Well, I just saw my lawyer 2 weeks prior.
Okay.
I never got issued a court date. No one. My lawyer never even told me. Okay. March 7th, 9:30 at night. Boom, 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 boom. 3 cops. I freaked the fuck out.
Yeah.
My kids are here.
Yeah.
Did you miss a court date? What court date? I went to jail for 4 days because no one notified me. Now, it is what it is. It happens, people. I went to jail. My kids saw me get arrested. Trauma that they put on my children because I wasn't notified.
Funny. You think a
Now,
phone call may have helped a little bit, huh?
I don't want it to make it on me, but I just want people to know who love the police, which you should, but that it happens, people. Okay? That's all I want y'all to know.
Yeah.
It happens in librarians. It happens in lawyers. It happens in dentists, stealing nitrous. People are corrupt in every job description. So it's time we wean out the bad people so we can take over as a positive country. And that's all I want. I have a lot of friends in Texas that just died in this flood. I floated down the Guadalupe. The Guadalupe is a creek. It's a creek, guys, and it rose 24 feet in 45 minutes.
Massive water. It's a wall. Yeah.
I live 4 hours away from that place. So I just talked to my cousin. They lost massive people in their town. Hundreds. They're not telling y'all the truth. But anyway, y'all have a great day. Tommy, I love y'all. I love the chat.
Thank you for being here. I mean, I can't.
I just love all y'all.
Well, we love you back, Fred. We love you back, guy.
All right, homie. Y'all, Sammy, everybody. I know I left everybody out, but, Shelby, get your ass to work. I'm just playing.
Hey, listen.
Y'all have fun. Have a great day.
You make it worthwhile, so I appreciate you being here.
No,
I really do.
You make it worthwhile, Tommy. You make it worthwhile, my guy.
I do my part and you do your part, so I thank you for that.
I know, but we're here for you because you never quit, bro. All right? Let's end on that one. We love you, Tommy.
Love you, bud.
All right.
Talk to you later.
See you.
Call from
CC.
to accept.
Hi, Stacy. Good morning. You're on the air.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi, Tommy. This is CC.
Hi.
I emailed you, but it's been a long time. I think a while since I've emailed you.
Hi, Stacy. Good morning.
It's C.
How are you?
You got to turn that down in the background. We'll get feedback.
Oh, I do. Okay. I thought I had it all the way down. I didn't. Sorry.
How was it? Did you have a good weekend?
Nah.
No? It's okay.
Nah.
You're allowed to have bad weekends.
Well, I mean, I'm an old woman. I'm a boomer. And, I hope you're okay. I don't know why you're going to doctors, but I can relate with not liking a life with nothing but going to doctors. And I'm concerned for you.
Well,
the first time I saw anything about the Karen Reed case was watching you. I came across you. You were outside and freezing, raining, cold weather, waiting outside of a courthouse. I don't know what hearing it was because I didn't see it. I just saw you waiting and waiting for people to come out because you didn't want to go in and take up a chair. And, and then I just followed from then on and then started seeing other creators and everything. I had always enjoyed following everybody on LawTube, following cases and stuff.
Yep.
And I had the Maya case was going on and it got over with. And I'd seen something somewhere about Karen Reed was going to be starting. And I just was searching it every now and then. And the only person that came up was you. You outside that courthouse. And I was like, wow, I couldn't believe it. And you know how you always said everybody does their part?
Yes.
Your part was filming everything. And it was awesome. I'm not I'm not a professional photographer or anything like that, but I always enjoyed it. And I raised 4 children, a set of twins, and
Oh,
they were involved in a lot of things, soccer and
yeah.
dance, and I would always go take pictures and swim team, and then I'd take pictures, get them developed real quick, and we'd put them out and do fundraisers with them, band, whatever. So I always enjoyed it. So I could relate with what you were doing, just watching everything through the lens and trying to capture everything that was
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah. And like,
Um,
I really wanted to bring you guys with me because I know there are people like at home that can't make it, and people that can far away that can't make it, but really are into it and want to be there. So the best I can
and I
do.
loved every minute of it, and I'm so grateful for that.
Well,
And I was disappointed, toward the end in the second trial when they did the buffer zone and all that stuff. I don't know if that's why, because of that officer hurting you, is why you're having medical things to deal with.
yep.
But, and I know it had to be so frustrating for you not to be down there because you were always there by Karen's side. And however, I kind of thought, well, he always said everybody did their part, and he did his part. He did his part in bringing this. Everybody did, all the creators, everybody, into bringing it to the attention of the nation, to where more media came down there.
Right.
It wasn't right. They should not have not let you be there with them. You were able to during the first trial, but
So here's what happened is when remember they did that 5-part miniseries on Karen Reed. Remember that
yeah.
they used out of that 5-part miniseries. They used my footage.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, they used 18 minutes and 2 seconds of my footage to make that 5-part miniseries. Okay, and the people that are also recording stuff, they think they can do a better job, so they effectively locked me out so that they could get the footage and they could try and sell the money, but their footage sucks, so it's not worth anything. So
Well, I never even watched it. I never watched the docu-series at all.
that's
I've seen
that's why I wasn't allowed in the buffer zone. Just so you know now,
it.
they did it to hurt me, but they actually hurt Karen, and they knew that, and that was the price that they knew. Like that's just they knew what they were doing. So whatever.
Yeah, that really made me aggravated because they were all, and then Brandon was able to get all them clips and stuff, but
Hey, listen, if I gotta go through that and be on the sidelines to have Kieran go free, well, I'll do it any day of the week. Just tell me where I gotta stand.
I know, but you were there during the day of the verdict.
Yep. Oh.
And I don't know. I enjoyed watching your morning shows, even though you weren't down there. But my heart was breaking because I felt like you should have been down there and should have been allowed to be down there. And because it was through your eyes and your lenses that I was able to follow. And not only me, every creator, when they get ready for each day that it was going to start in the morning, they started off with you, and I thought that was so wonderful that you allowed everybody to use, your streams for them to, get people ready for the court to start, in the meantime, so you got a lot of exposure, and Karen got a lot of exposure. But what mattered was making this, and I know you want to do it for us, but so many more got to see it, I guess because of the, and she got protection too,
Yeah.
You and Dina and all of y'all were trying to be her walk alongside and protect her.
Do you remember how that came to be? Like at the beginning?
Yeah, they weren't worried about protecting her one bit.
Nope, it was that JLR guy was all over her, and Grant, and somebody else. So I just kept them away from her. I let her walk in without being, impeded. and they let that happen again. That's witness
Yeah.
intimidation, what they were screaming at her, but they let it happen. So whatever, we did what we had to do, right?
Yeah, and I remember there was one time there was this Asian guy that was there too. That was
That's another
big
chapter
thing.
of the book. That's
Yeah.
how. All right, listen, I have to wrap this up.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
Well, I wanted to talk to you about the Deaver thing because you're right about the TUI was given to the prosecution and the defense. Okay, now I don't know when she quit Canton, but that's an important thing to figure out that date. What date did she leave Canton and go to Boston? All right. Was it after the TUI report was released, or was she already at Boston PD when the defense and the prosecution got the TUI report?
And then she got a
But
big fat raise too.
I was watching that behavioral panel yesterday, and they were like covering, her behavior on the stand. So I got to re-watch some of her testimony. And one of the things she said was that she was provided a timeline. Okay, by who?
Bingo.
By who?
Exactly.
Who provided her the timeline?
Yeah. Yep.
And the defense said they talked to her right before the first trial because they were going to call her. But by that time, she had already was saying it was a false memory by the time they talked to her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So who provided her a timeline to tell her what time she punched out or was off the clock? And also, somebody brought this up. I can't remember who it was, but it makes a lot of sense. The blizzard was coming in.
Correct.
Okay?
Yes.
Did she leave or did she stay because she couldn't go anywhere because of the storm?
Listen, you from Massachusetts, right?
No,
Okay.
I'm originally from New Orleans, but I'm calling you from Arkansas.
All right. Well, let me tell you something about Massachusetts. Never will a snowstorm keep you in your driveway if you have to get out. You see Massachusetts people, they'll drive with 8 feet of snow on top of their car. Long as they're moving, they don't give a shit. Not one bit. I promise you. If somebody needs to get out, they will find a way to get their car out. So listen,
Well,
I gotta run to the doctors.
Okay.
I gotta run. I hate doing this.
Love you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything you did.
My
Because you brought this to so many people.
Listen, how about tomorrow we continue the discussion?
I'd love it.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
You have a wonderful night, and thank you again for calling in and being a supporter.
You too.
Really, I appreciate it.
Talk to you later, Tommy. Oh, and Mark Harmon.
Mark, yes.
I don't know if you're going to be in any kind of movie or not, but that's who needs to play you, Mark Harmon.
I'll take that. The force be with you. That's
Bye-bye.
Luke Skywalker, right?
Yeah. No. Mark Harmon is from NCIS.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah. The guy, who smacks the kid.
Yeah, you look a lot like him, but he's a good actor.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he could get your accent.
That's a tough one. We can always do sound effects. We'll make it work. So
take care.
Have a great
Good luck at the doctor.
Thank you, dear.
Bye.
That was awesome. You guys you guys just are the best people in the world. How do I can't top that. Gail, knowledge-based Gail. My goodness. Thank you, Gail, for helping me with that. Just you guys are the bomb. I love you guys. I really do. I don't want to. However, I have to hit the road. I like this call-in thing. If you guys want to do the call-in thing, we can do it again tomorrow if you want. Let me see what doctors tomorrow, for Christ's sakes. Tomorrow we got time. We can do it. We can do a better show tomorrow, a longer show. Yes. I think that's a good idea. Sarah, thank you. No, thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Gail, Jojo, RVA, JBZ, everybody. Everybody. I love you all. Come back tomorrow. Hit that notification button, right? And when I go live tomorrow morning, or when I do the thumbnail for tomorrow, you'll get the notification. So, I appreciate everyone being here. I love you all, and we will see you all tomorrow, God willing.
pavement courthouse steps. He's there before sunrise while the world still rests. No cameras needed, no spotlight glare. Just a man with a purpose, always standing there. Facing the crowd, but the fight in his veins. Truth in his hands, pushing through the rain. Karen sees him, she knows what it means when you've got boots on the ground and you fight for your dreams. Boots on the ground, day after day, standing for truth in the hardest way. No fame, no glory, just a promise kept. Tom CPU, you never left. He don't ask for credit, don't ask for praise. Just fighting the good fight in 1,000 ways. When the cameras fade and the voices die, he's still right there, never asking why. He's got a handshake that you can trust, eyes that don't blink when it comes to us. Karen smiles because she knows it's true. She's got a soldier and his name's CPU. Boots on the ground, day after day, standing for truth in the hardest way. No fame, no glory, just a promise kept. Tom CPU, you never left. When the courthouse is empty and the crowd's gone home, Tom's still walking, he's never alone. 1,000 steps, a million prayers, because justice don't sleep and neither does he care.